Welcome, gentlemen, to a special edition of the D&B show, the DBs.
The DBs.
The DBs, Dan and Bob. We have a special treat for you today, a redraft of the 2016 Fantasy League. We are
First round only.
Yes, first round, of course. We are going into the 7th week, which is about halfway point for fantasy. So we want to just see, we want to take a look back at last August draft and take a look at who we would pick if we had a draft today, from this very point in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth. Robert will make a pick. I'll make a pick. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about who was in that pick beforehand. And we'll have a little fun. We'll get to see kind of who has the best players of all overall at this point in time. So with the first pick of the 2016 Rumblesexual Redraft, Robert selects...
I would have to select David Johnson. I know Antonio might be the certified stud, but with the slim pickings and running backs, it is a running back first type of league. And you guys can debate me all you want. Antonio's a great pick, but for running back to easily have 20, maybe 25 points a week, you just can't beat it. It can't be matched. You have to take it. Brown with Julio and a bunch of others, like even Cooper and stuff like that. They put up points, but for 25 points a week, David Johnson's an easy first overall pick.
No, that's a great pick, and honestly, if I were in your position, I would do the same thing. So he is bypassing the original pick of Antonio Brown for David Johnson. So now we look at the second pick overall, and last year, this past year, in August, myself picked Julio Jones. But now that things have changed over the last, few weeks, injuries, performance, we look at, the pick at number 2, and we would have said that, honestly, that was actually a fucking steal. Because the number 1 pick...
Well, so are we doing it with... Is Brown there this time?
Brown is still there, obviously, but Julio Jones is the number 1 wide receiver in all of football. He has the most points in fantasy. He's the number 1. He's consistently amazing. Honestly, if I was in that position again, I'd still pick Julio, especially knowing what happened now with Big Ben. We have to take that into consideration too. He's the best available. So I pick Julio with number 2. So honestly, whoever picked number 2 in real life did a great job.
You did a phenomenal job.
Number 3, Robert. Who do we pick?
Tell you the truth, this one's a toss-up too, and
So what happened in August? Who picked the number 3?
Oh, okay. So in August, ODB was picked.
Okay.
And, you can't hate that selection.
Nope.
I still think he's going to turn around this year, even though he kind of started off slow.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got a 49 points on
solid player still. Solid player.
But as far as consistency goes, this is a real toss-up. Because I would have picked Julio second as well.
Yep.
So this one's a toss-up between Antonio Brown and, I don't want to say it, but Ezekiel Elliott.
Ooh.
Elliott has been killing it this year. He's a certified stud when it comes to points per game. He's, I think, leading the league in rushing. It's either him or David Johnson. It's one of them. So, especially if you take into account that Antonio Brown had that injury with Big Ben. His value is going to go down.
Absolutely.
So definitely have to go with Elliott. He's averaging 20.8 points a game. You can't get much better than that as a running back.
I think he's got the most carries in the league too, honestly.
Yeah.
He's getting the volume. So.
I think he has the most carries. Not the most touches, but I think the most carries.
Yeah, and I think Jerry Jones wants to get his money's worth. Yeah, so honestly, the volume alone in that offensive line is amazing. I would love to run behind them. I might actually get -4 yards if I was lucky.
I would probably get 3 yards to carry that line. I swear to God, he doesn't get touched until after.
It's crazy. I've never seen a line like that. So good for him and good for Jerry Jones. So with the fourth pick overall last year, the fourth pick was I believe
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
No, it was D Hop.
Oh, my apologies. Another terrible pick.
Yeah.
We get all these bad picks confused between Joey and Ryan. So Joey picked D-Hop. Excellent choice on your part. No, I will not do a repeat of Julio Jones and pick him again this year. I will have to go out of my bag of tricks, and since I picked a wide receiver the first time, I'm going running back now.
Ooh.
I want to go to the well, and I look at the number 2 overall running back in all of fantasy. He is on the undefeated team that is Daniel Dextrators, because that is Mr. LaShawn Shady, my nickname, McCoy. McCoy has averaging 22.2 points per game, good for the second best overall positional ranking in football. The guy dropped about 133 points so far this year. He's got 3 touchdowns coming off of last week. I mean, I love it. I mean, Rex Ryan does not stop feeding him the ball, and he catches the ball. He can run. So I love him. And definitely pick him over D-Hop last year. D-Hop, if I had to redraft him this year, would be maybe 7th round-ish. I mean, he would be pretty bad. So, again, I think, I got a steal in McCoy in the draft, and I hate to, don't make this all about me show, but, again, I just pick the players that are in front of me, and I would pick Julio and McCoy with the top two picks I would have this year. So now we're at the number 5 spot.
Well, you wouldn't have the top 2 picks.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying that. I 2 out of the 4 top players are on my team.
Yeah, McCoy's averaging 22.2 points a game, so that's definitely a great pick at number 4. So we'll look at number 5. Number 5 was David Johnson, so that's a scratch. But with the 5th pick in the 2016 homosexual draft, I would have to, go with Antonio Brown now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He slid down from the 1st to 5th, but he's still a top 5 player.
Definitely.
Hands down.
You can't stop that stud. He just plays phenomenal. He's in the offense. He's embedded in the offense.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a certified, until last week, he was the number 1 wide receiver. And all the good running backs already came off the board, so I would have to go Antonio Brown. Because of his ability to just make big plays.
I cannot agree anymore. I think that's definitely, he slid 4 spots, not a big deal. He's still a top 5 player. I think, just to speak to the original draft, Matt got a big steal at number 5 with David Johnson. We redraft him, he would be number 1 overall. Yeah. So good on him. Honestly, that's probably the biggest steal next to McCoy in my eyes in the draft. I don't know about
David Johnson's averaging 25 points a game.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's a certified beast. Crazy. So good on Matt for seeing that. And, shame on anyone else who didn't pick him other than whoever picked Julio.
You'll love the next pick.
So for the next pick is the 6th pick. And...
Who picked in the 6th round? 6th pick overall.
I believe he is our Commander-in-Chief. He is the Lord Commander, the one who makes the rules, the Watcher of the Wall, the one who makes the rules but never abides by himself. Hashtag 12th waiver wire. Ryan Brissett made a ballsy pick. Really reached for Todd Gurley. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, it's not his fault.
Hindsight's 2020.
It's hindsight's 2020. Sucks to suck. Sorry about your bad luck. But it is what it is. But with the 6th pick, looking at it, there's a lot of good plays off the board already. I'm kind of getting nervous. I'm like, am I even gonna get a good enough value? But then I look over my shoulder and I say, oh my God, that's right. No, I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to say Mike Evans. Not yet. I almost did.
I was going to roast you. I swear to God, I was going to roast you.
No, I'm picking DeMarco Murray.
Right.
That's the smartest pick. Now I solidified my running backs. And DeMarco Murray is the number 3 running back in all of football. So now I have the number 2 and the number 3. The guy's dropping 21.2 points. Last week he had a tough week with 12, but he's very consistent, very solid, and I love that offensive line. So I would much rather have a DeMarco Murray versus a Todd Gurley. So unfortunately, That was a bust. One of the first busts. I believe Joey and Ryan had the bust so far this year. So I think that might be it for busts in the first round.
hold your breath.
Wait, who did Justin pick?
Justin, so this isn't really a bust though.
Yeah, it's
It goes down to
unfortunate.
Injury.
Yes, we don't.
He picked Mr. A.P.
Yes.
I mean, he's a certified stud when he's healthy, but guess what?
Yeah, it's not Justin's fault. He didn't do poor scouting like maybe Ryan or Joey might have done.
Yeah.
His guy actually broke his leg. So, I
Yeah.
mean, so now you're at the 7th spot. Who are you looking at? I mean, there's still some good players on the board.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, do you reach for a quarterback right now, or
No, never,
You
never.
stay at running back / wide receiver, right?
Yeah, so if I knew what I know now, Mike Evans or AJ Green, it's a toss-up, but I would have to give it to Mike Evans just because of his targets. Like you said, he's on the verge of breaking the targets. And I have to look that up. I don't know if that's true.
It is true. It is true.
All right, I'll give it to you.
About 210 he's averaging.
Because I did look up targets the other day. I think earlier today actually, and he wasn't top because of his bye week though. So
yeah.
So he's a certified stud. He's very consistent. I know that. Believe me, he's putting up at least 20 points a game. He's averaging 21.
20.2, yeah.
But if you look at his points, it's literally 20 points a game. It's not like 35 or 50, and then gets 2 like Julio Jones does.
That's something I'd rather have as.
That's
a
what I
player,
mean.
right?
So I think you reached for Julio. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, you think I should have grabbed Evans above
Maybe.
Julio?
He's
Oh my
too
god!
consistent.
Oh shit! In real
No.
life, though, I have all 3.
But that is the right choice. It's,
Yeah,
like I
it's
said,
true.
it's either a toss up between him and AJ Green. They're both studs right now.
And I guess to your point about that unevenness, since you stole Mike Evans from out under me when I was about to draft him in this fake draft, basically the only guy left for me now with the 8th spot
AJ Green?
would be AJ Green. Right. Now Frank Conacci picked Elliott, which is a very good pick at number 8. Good for him. I don't want to say good job on you for your good draft analysis. I say good job on you for being a Cowboys fan and having a top 10 pick, basically. Because I don't think he was picking anyone else.
It's funny. I think there's a Cowboys fan every fucking league I was in because they all drafted.
They're everywhere.
And fucking.
It's like a plague.
He's like the third. Like some guy picked him over Odell.
Like,
which everyone thought it was crazy at one point, but guess what? He's not crazy anymore.
No, I mean if you picked Odell over, him over Odell, everyone would be like, great job, man. That's actually a smart move because we haven't even mentioned Odell's name yet. So good on him. But yeah, I would definitely have to pick AJ Green. The difference between him and Evans is that he's more of a I'll score 40 on you, then I might score 9 type of guy. He's not huge boomer bust, but he's definitely not as consistent, which is why I'm taking him after my boy Evans. So next up we have the number 9 spot. Last August, that was picked by our good friend Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher. He reached for Gronk. I'm saying that as a reach.
That is a very big reach.
I mean Gronk. So this is the issue with Gronk. He is going to put up his numbers, but are you going to wait? You have to wait, a certain amount of weeks in order for him to be healthy. So it's a difficult position right there. Obviously, since he's healthy now, was it worth the 8th overall pick or 9th overall pick? I don't even know where I'm. 9th overall pick.
Yeah.
Because he is going to get you 15 and 20 points a game, and I'm feeling the heat now with tight ends. Like, they are a serious dime a dozen. There's only 3 good tight ends. It's Olsen, Jordan Reed, and
Barndor. Yes, you're right. Gronk.
So it's a difficult position to be in. I wouldn't have chose Gronk there. Since AJ Green is gone, I think the person who I would choose would have to be Le'Veon Bell.
Excellent choice. Choice.
Think about it. If you think Le'Veon and Gronk basically miss the same amount of games. So then you have Le'Veon Bell, the running back, who's going to get you, he's 20 points a game, and he's been considered the best PPR running back in the league. So that would be my selection, and I think it would be a wise choice if, I actually did make that selection instead of fucking Allen Robinson, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's life, but I think that's a great selection, actually. So I guess with the number 10 pick, rounding it out,
we still got
I mean, yeah, I'm reaching now at number 10. Frank Z had a decent pick, good pick. I mean, good value with AJ Green during the real draft. If you look at it now, honestly, the guys available, we're getting a little thin now at running back. I don't want to reach for a wide receiver, so I'm going to pick the best tight end in football right now,
which is
Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen is a monster. This guy, it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. When he had Derek Anderson throw the ball, he got 181 yards. So it does not matter. He is consistently
Maybe we should stick with fucking Derek Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 14, 28, 21, 29. I mean, this guy, he's a beast. So I would more than happy at the number 10 spot pick up Olsen, knowing that I'm going to snake around and grab a decent wide receiver in 4 picks. So number 11, Robert. Who in real life had that?
So I know you guys are gonna think I'm gonna reach here.
No, but in real life, who?
Oh yeah, so number 11, it was Mr. Pat, who is 5 or 1-5 right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure his 1-5ness wasn't attributed to his first round pick. Who was his first round pick?
His first round pick was Mr. Des Bryant.
Oh, in that case, it's everything to do with this terrible
Seriously,
season.
that,
Des Bryant.
That was a terrible pick. I picked him up last year, and he got injured right away, and I was gonna stay away from him no matter what happened. And luckily, I didn't have to make that decision because obviously we're next. But yeah, so Des Bryant, I mean, he has a talent to be a number 1 wide receiver. You know, 15, 20 points a game, but he's been injured. He's getting older, so we'll see what happens with that. Instead of Des Bryant, who I would pick is, this is a difficult decision. There's a lot to consider regarding wide receivers and running backs. But I guess, when you look at it, the only true pick here is finally ODB.
ODB's fallen.
Oh, but
8 spots.
Yeah, and that would have been, if him going at 11, I think would have been a steal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has the potential to have, like we said, 49-point games. So I think, ODB is an easy choice here. And, Pat's team would be a lot better with him.
All right. And then with the 12th and final pick of the 2016 Homosexual Redraft, originally the douches grabbed Allen Robinson, who has been a, so to speak, I wouldn't say bust, but definitely not producing like he should. So honestly, I don't like who the running backs are right now. I'm left with Michael and Gordon and Carlos Hyde, and Lamar Miller, yes. But I'm gonna have to go back to look at my quarterbacks. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do just for the sake of this podcast?
No way.
I'm gonna throw a quarterback in here. I'm gonna pull a Mike Cool or or Jenya or Kyle Trainer, and I'm gonna pick a quarterback, and I'm gonna pick the best quarterback in all of football right now.
Put up the most points per game out of any position.
Any position. You know who that is?
Matt Ryan,
the number 1 quarterback in the league.
25-point-something points per game, right?
So I'm rounding that out. I just want to take that full circle and let everyone know the BC alum has become the greatest quarterback of the season through 6 weeks. So with that said, that is the end of our redraft. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone learned from their mistakes.
Hope everyone listens.
From my count, I believe I have 3 top 10 players in the league right now. Not really keeping count, but I am. So until next time, guys, we really do appreciate the time and effort and everyone listening to me and Robert. It took me and Robert a lot of tough, hard work doing this for you guys. So we just appreciate your feedback. Let us know how amazing we were, and we will take those compliments with open arms.
And we'll be taking autographs whenever you guys see us, by the way.
So with that said, we'd like to wish everyone a great night, and we wish you
to suck a dick.